I got a message, and it came flooding in from former players, present players and coaches, people that I know throughout the NBA because I've been covering it for nearly 30 damn years. And all of them said, yo, what is this? What's up? Basically, paraphrasing, that's what they were saying. And it was an Instagram photo of Ja Morant, surrounded by folks, family members, etc. And all it said was bye. That's it. That's all it said. Some folks around him picture him in an arena or whatever. It said bye. It was ultimately deleted. I, for one, can tell you that I called the NBA league office. They had no idea what was going on. They appeared and sounded a little fearful. It's a few players throughout the league that I contacted. They were uncomfortable. A couple of ex-teammates of his who used to be on the Memphis Grizzlies that know a thing or two about Ja Morant. His habits, the company he keeps, the pressures that lie on his shoulders, they were concerned. And evidently, so was the police. Because according to reports, and I'm trying to find it here, folks from the sheriff's department were sent to Ja Morant's home just to check on him because they were alarmed by what they saw on social media, Instagram to be exact. And it gave me cause to pause because you know what? I sit up here, as most of my contemporaries do in this business, and we got to talk about the stories that are percolating. We got to talk about the news. And this is from an article in the New York Post, just so you know how serious I am about this stuff. The headline reads, police conduct welfare check on Ja Morant after concerning Instagram post. That's what it says. The Shelby County Sheriff's Office sent police to Ja Morant's house on Wednesday for a welfare check following the Grizzlies superstar's social media post, according to TMZ Sports. Citing a spokesperson for the sheriff's office, TMZ reported that Morant told the officers, quote, that he is taking a break from social media. He is fine, the spokesperson told TMZ. The sheriff's office could not confirm TMZ's reporting when reached by the Post. Morant, who was caught on Instagram Live with a gun for the second time in 3 months, just 11 days ago, posted pictures of himself with his family on his Instagram story. He ended the slideshow with the caption saying bye. Now, for those of you who want to look at folks like myself and others and think that we're engaging in hyperbole or whatever, I'm quite sure that you respect somebody you're about to listen to. He's a champion. He's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the realest brothers I've ever known. And he's got his own podcast himself. His name is Kevin Garnett. He was on his podcast with a former teammate in Boston, Tony Allen, who also played years in Memphis. Tony was a Rough Rider, damn good basketball player, good dude as well. They were both talking about Ja Morant. Listen to this.
A lot of people just ain't giving them the right guidance to tell them about this stuff. That's all.
This is when I think the league needs the big brother, big sister program right here. Feel me? This is when I think the NBA and the WNBA needs the big brother, and this is what I think the fraternity and the sororities are for. Real shit. Like, it's nothing like hearing it from the OG. Man, you ought to see when Jordan sit down. He ain't got all us right here, and Mike talking. Man, Mike be talking so much, man. You will forget your day, or you will forget your schedule, and you be so locked into what bro's saying that you just, you forget. I think when young people have more access around the big brother or the OG or whatever they consider to be their influence, someone that they can listen to, someone they can take a script from, because a lot of these kids, I'm just gonna be A1 and 100 about it, a lot of these kids don't have a script. And what I mean by that is that this is their first time being outside. This is their first time having something like this.
I played that sound, a portion of that sound from you, because Kevin Garnett is one of the realest brothers I've ever known. I got a lot of love, a lot of respect for that brother. He's doing big things with his life, post-NBA career, and I'm a fan. And I root for him all day, every day. And Tony Allen, the same goes to you, my brother. And I love the fact that those two dudes were talking about Ja Morant because they're qualified. They're brethren of the NBA. They're contemporaries. In Kevin Garnett's case, he's a Hall of Famer. The credentials are impeccable. They speak for itself. But more importantly than that, those are two of the realest brothers you'll ever find that genuinely care and don't want to see you fall. And I got news for Ja Morant, and I sincerely hope he's listening. Yes, I'm Stephen A. And yes, I'm going to call it like I see it. You play bad, I'm going to say so. You play great, I'm going to say so. You do something stupid like you did a few weeks ago, 11 days ago, or weeks before that, I'm going to call it stupid. Okay? You make amends for it, I'm going to applaud you for that. But that's calling it like I see it. That's entirely different from having a willingness to be there for you. Off camera, off the air, whatever you need. Whatever you need. We all in this together. And I know that's not supposed to be the most popular thing somebody's supposed to say because, I don't know Ja Morant. I just know that he's a great, great player in the NBA, and I cover the NBA. I don't have a personal relationship with him. But whatever it takes. Anyway, that people like Kevin Garnett, Tony Allen, myself, or a plethora of other people associated with the NBA, my brother, anything that we can do to help you, we are more than willing to do so. Because we don't want to see you fall. We don't want to see you fail. We don't want to see you collapse. And we damn sure don't want to see something happen to you. That tweet scared the living hell out of a lot of people in the NBA today. That's why I'm leading the show with it. A whole bunch of people in the NBA community was scared for Ja Morant when they saw that tweet. The police ain't going to a house for a welfare check, to check up on you for no reason. They're not doing that. They're doing that because they understood the concerns were real. That there were people that were highly concerned. That Ja Morant, dare I say, was alluding to doing harm to himself. We don't know that. We have no clue whether that's the truth or not. I'm certainly not saying anything like that. I'm speculating, but I'm speculating for a reason. A, because the fears were real in a lot of people's eyes. B, because we're constantly told he does go through a lot because of his stardom, because of the obligations that come with that, because of the people that lean on him. Everybody doesn't handle things the same. Everybody doesn't know how to. I know people in their 40s and 50s that have a difficult time with it. I've been blessed myself to be in an affluent position compared to how I lived most of my life. And I'm here to tell you right now, at 55, it's difficult to handle. It's difficult to say no to people you love. It's difficult to push them away. It's difficult to tell them to handle their own business. It's not easy. It's hard. And I'm old enough and seasoned enough with a level of intestinal fortitude that I'm going to handle it. But would I have been that way at 23, 24, 25? I'd like to think so. I'm pretty sure because I had the greatest mother in the world to buffer me and insulate me and help me. But it ain't easy. It ain't easy. The other day, and I wasn't going to even share this, but then I remembered he said he didn't mind. Out of the blue, Allen Iverson called me, and we talk like twice a month. But the other day, he called me out of the blue. He called me to ask me to help Ja Morant. I said, what are you talking to me for? Why not you? You've been through a lot. If anybody could give him advice on the minefields to avoid and everything else, it's you. He said, yeah, but I can't deliver the message the way you can. And I don't have the platform today that you have. And that's why I started off the show today after I saw that cryptic tweet, because it was cryptic. Ja Morant is going through a lot, and make no mistake about it, a suspension is imminent because the league has to look out for its best interests. And they have to look at the fact that he put himself in the position that he put himself in and send a message to the rest of the league that certain behavior won't be tolerated. No, he did not break any laws. No, he did not harm anybody. No, we do not need to see people in an uproar over him, but we letting politicians talk the trash that they talk. We got representatives in Tennessee sending out Christmas cards with their spouses and their children holding rifles. We had a governor in Texas imploring people to buy more guns. We're not getting into a gun rights issue because I actually believe in the Second Amendment. I mean, I believe people need to be walking around with AR-47, 47s or whatever the hell it is, and AR-15 rifles and all of this other stuff. But the right to bear arms, to own a handgun, to protect your house and your home, I don't have a problem with that. But there's something to be said about people being worried about Ja Morant. And yeah, might have been a ploy. Maybe he is getting off social media and taking a break from social media. Or maybe he was lying about that. We don't know. But what I do know is this. Kevin Love has taught me this. DeMar DeRozan has taught me this. Along with a plethora, Naomi Osaka taught me this. Along with a plethora of other people in the world of sports and beyond. Mental illness is a serious, serious thing. And it shows itself in a variety of ways. People lean on drugs to overcome maladies of the mental. They go to alcohol for the same reason. They find themselves engaging in other things that become proclivities and stuff that they like and enjoy and all of this other stuff that might be detrimental and harmful to their livelihood, if not their lives. Because they're really, really going through stuff and they feel like there's no help whatsoever. That's what Kevin Garnett was talking about. Big brother, big sister. I might be older than Kevin Garnett, but I got news for y'all. When I first started covering the NBA, he was a little big brother to me, giving me advice, talking to me, reminding me of the importance to be fair and decent while being real. Love Kevin Garnett. Got love for Tony Allen, too. It's very beautiful seeing them talking to each other. But they dropped some jewels for all of us to consider, especially Ja Morant. And just like Kevin Garnett says, yo, you got to call it like you see it. We got to be real and we got to let cats know. In the same breath, if in the process you can extend a helping hand, why not do so? Isn't that the decent, human, God-fearing thing to do? I just want Ja Morant to know that. I might call it what I see it, but off the record, just a conversation, anything I can do to help avoid those minefields, help you avoid those minefields, my brother, I am here. And I think I speak for a lot of people out there who would do the same for you. So just in case you feeling down and you feeling like this ain't worth it for any reason, because we never know what's going on in people's minds and hearts and souls. You got a lot to live for, my brother. And it ain't just money. Remember that. A lot of people love you, bro. And your future is far brighter than anybody realizes. I just wanted to say that, y'all. I just wanted to get that off my chest before I get into a couple of sports items.